In the sun-drenched shallows of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, amidst the vibrant chaos of the coral reef, lives a creature that defies every rule of conventional biology. To the casual observer, it looks like a psychedelic lobster or a shrimp that spent too much time at a rave. It is vibrant, multicolored, and barely a few inches long. But don't let the flamboyant exterior fool you. This is the mantis shrimp, an animal so biologically extreme that it makes most science fiction aliens look unimaginative. From its eyes that can see unthinkable colors to limbs that move with the acceleration of a bullet, the mantis shrimp is a living testament to the fact that, in the deep blue, nature has a very dark sense of humor. To understand why nothing about the mantis shrimp is normal, we have to start with the way it sees the world. Human beings are fairly proud of our vision. We have 3 types of color-receptive cones in our eyes: red, green, and blue. Every sunset, every masterpiece painting, and every nuance of a lover's gaze is constructed from the blending of those 3 channels. The mantis shrimp, however, possesses between 12 and 16 different types of color receptors. While we are struggling to distinguish between mauve and lavender, the mantis shrimp is likely perceiving a spectrum of colors that we don't even have names for. They can see deep into the ultraviolet range and can even perceive the circular polarization of light, a feat no other animal on Earth is known to achieve. Their eyes are mounted on independent stalks, rotating like twin radar dishes, processing a flow of information so complex that it requires a dedicated portion of their nervous system just to interpret it. They aren't just looking at the reef. They are seeing a digital, high-definition, multi-spectral reality that remains entirely invisible to us. But the mantis shrimp isn't just a passive observer of its neon-colored world. It is arguably the most efficient killing machine, pound for pound, in the animal kingdom. They are generally divided into 2 categories: the spearers and the smashers. The spearers use barbed, telescopic appendages to snag soft-bodied prey like fish with lightning-fast reflexes. But it is the smashers that truly defy the laws of physics. These individuals possess heavily calcified clubs that they use to shatter the shells of crabs, snails, and clams. The strike of a mantis shrimp is the fastest recorded movement of any animal. In less than 0.003 of a second, their clubs accelerate at over 10,000 times the force of gravity, reaching speeds of 50 miles per hour. This is the same acceleration as a .22 caliber bullet. The physics of this strike are so violent that they create a phenomenon known as cavitation. As the club moves through the water, it travels so fast that it creates a low-pressure zone behind it, causing the water to literally boil instantaneously. This creates tiny vapor bubbles that collapse inward with an immense release of energy. This secondary shockwave produces heat, light, and a sound like a gunshot. Even if the mantis shrimp misses its target with a physical club, the resulting pressure wave is often enough to stun or kill the prey. It is the only animal known to utilize the power of collapsing bubbles as a tactical weapon. In fact, kept in captivity, these shrimp have been known to shatter double-paned aquarium glass with a single, disgruntled strike. You might wonder how a biological organism can survive the repeated impact of its own weapons. If a human tried to punch a wall at the speed of sound, our bones would disintegrate. The mantis shrimp, however, is a master of material science. The dactyl club is composed of a complex, multi-layered structure of hydroxyapatite, the same material found in human teeth and bones, but arranged in a highly specialized spiral or bulligan structure. This arrangement acts as a natural shock absorber, preventing cracks from spreading through the material. Engineers and military researchers are currently studying the molecular makeup of the mantis shrimp's armor to develop the next generation of ultra-tough body armor for soldiers and impact-resistant frames for spacecraft. We are literally looking to a 4-inch crustacean to teach us how to build better tanks. Beyond their terrifying weaponry and supernatural vision, the mantis shrimp exhibits behaviors that are strangely sophisticated. They are not the mindless drones people assume crustaceans to be. Many species of mantis shrimp are highly territorial and possess complex social lives. Some species are known to be monogamous, staying with the same partner for up to 20 years. They share burrows, coordinate the protection of their eggs, and even engage in ritualized combat that looks more like a high-stakes martial arts match than a biological skirmish. They recognize their neighbors by sight and smell, and they can remember the outcome of previous fights, allowing them to avoid unnecessary conflict with a superior opponent. The why behind this creature's absurdity lies in the brutal competition of the coral reef. The reef is one of the most densely populated and dangerous environments on the planet. To survive, you either have to be invisible or you have to be the biggest threat in the room. The mantis shrimp chose the latter. It evolved into a biological anomaly because the stakes were high enough to demand it. Its eyes evolved to spot transparent prey and hidden predators. Its punch evolved to crack the most impenetrable defensive shells, and its armor evolved to withstand the counterattacks of its own kind. When we look at the mantis shrimp, we are looking at an evolutionary outlier, a creature that took a different path entirely from the rest of the tree of life. It isn't a shrimp, and it isn't a mantis. It is a stomatopod, a lineage that branched off from other crustaceans nearly 400 million years ago. While the rest of the world was figuring out how to walk on land, the ancestors of the mantis shrimp were perfecting the art of the underwater sonic boom. They are ancient, they are weird, and they are utterly indifferent to our definitions of what is normal in nature. In the end, the mantis shrimp serves as a humbling reminder of how much we still don't understand about the world beneath the waves. We live on a planet where a small, colorful creature can punch with the force of a gun and see colors that don't exist in our reality. It challenges our perception of what is possible for a living being. The next time you look at the ocean, remember that beneath that calm blue surface, there's a tiny, psychedelic warrior watching the world through 16 different color channels, waiting for the perfect moment to boil the water with its bare hands. Nothing about the mantis shrimp is normal, and that is exactly why it is one of the most successful and fascinating predators to ever walk the ocean floor.